for other media related activities. So hindi ko siya na-record. So yun. Yan po yung composition ng internal affairs. Next. So we have the external affairs. So the external affairs shall be headed by the Vice President for External Affairs and its Deputy Chairperson. The Committee on External Affairs shall have the following clusters and compositions. First, Partnership and Sponsorship Cluster shall be in charge of all the external communications of the organization. So, ang composition ng Partnership and Sponsorship Cluster is Partnership Chair, Partnership Officers, which is two, Sponsorship Chair, and the Sponsorship Officers. Next is the Multimedia and Publications Cluster, shall be in charge of the development of all advertising, promotional and publicity, and other relevant materials of the organization. So, ang composition is multimedia officer, graphics officer, social media officer, and marketing officer. Next. So, finance naman, we have three clusters, the accounting, the financial and resource generation cluster, and the budget review and auditing cluster. So, nandiyan naman yung kung ano yung mga officers under them. Accounting is for the accounting activities and preparation of financial reports. So, financial management and resource generation shall be in charge of the preparation of the budget proposals of the organization and all of its projects and programs, including fund-generating activities. Sa budget review and auditing naman, sila yung taga-review ng mga budget proposals and auditing of all financial reports of the organization. Next. Committee on Advocacies shall be headed by the Vice President for Advocacies and its Deputy Chairperson. Sa committee ito, we have three clusters. The Project Development Cluster, which is composed of the chairperson and two members. Next is Resource Development Cluster, which also composed of the division chairperson and the members. And the Committee Development Cluster, which is composed of the cluster chairperson and the two members. Ano pinakakaiba nito? The project development shall formulate the design or formulate design and development of the projects. The resource development shall be in charge of the formulation. Formulation, design, and development of relevant resource materials, educational modules, and publications. The community development cluster shall be in charge of the formulation, design, development of strategies in ensuring that the advocacies of the organization reach the community or yung mga communities natin. Next. The Committee on Elections and Appointment. The Committee on Elections and Appointment shall be in charge of all the activities regarding the conduct of election and of the organization. So it composes of isang chair, and 5 members. So kapag na-assign ka dito sa elections and appointment, you're not eligible to run for any position during the election called for its purpose. Next. The constitutional reforms. So the Committee on Constitutional Reform shall be an end bank and shall be empowered to propose amendments and revisions to the Constitution bylaws. It shall work closely with the Board of Trustees in developing the Constitution and bylaws that will embody and further strengthen the ideals, vision, and principles of the organization in its general membership. The composition of which is 8 members, 1 from the Board of Trustees, all the deputy chairperson of the different committees, including elections and appointment, and 2 non-officer members. For the 2 non-officer members, they should be an existing or active members of the organization. They shall not hold any executive positions or any major positions in the organization. They shall also have a background in constitution and bylaws making. And we're done with the committees. Let's proceed with the chapters. So same lang naman, halos same lang naman yung procedures when in chapters. But the changes is the in the letter C, chapter shall be given 6 months probation for evaluation and monitoring. They shall comply with all the documentary requirements and advance the goals and objectives of the organization to continue its operation. Next. So ito na yung members. So section 1, any individual who meets the following classification shall be eligible to become a member of the organization. So since we're still youth organization, hindi pa siya youth serving, and we cannot change our status sa NYC. So we're still on dapat 15 to 30 years old lang yung members natin. Next, must be a resident in the Philippines. Next, committed to make a difference and campaign the sustainable development goals in their local community, country, and the global society. Next, has a great desire to contribute and adhere to the goals of the organization. Section 2, to become a member, a qualified candidate shall be, first, accomplish membership application form. 2, or letter B, commit to further the advocacy of the organization, and this has already been added. Letter C, pay the initial membership fee, which is 100 pesos. So, question, what if yung mga ano pa lang, yung mga members ngayon, they shall be paid ba for the membership fee, which is 100 pesos? No. The initial membership fee shall be effective on January 1. So kung may mag-sign up man dito na member starting January 1, they shall now pay the membership fee of 100 pesos. I will discuss kung ano yung mangyari sa mga current members on the next slide. Next. Okay. Section 3, the chief executive officer or the president and membership and human resource cluster chairperson shall maintain the roster of the members of the organization. So ito naman yung mga benefits and privileges ng members. Una, participate in exclusive membership and leadership capacity training. Letter B, participate in representing the organization in activities sanctioned by the organization. Letter C, opportunity to partake in volunteering activities of the organization. D, represent the organization in their local community. E, opportunity to improve community leadership potential. F, connect with individuals who share the same advocacy. G, participate in application for positions or be appointed by the board. And H, receive membership certificate. Next. So ito na. So the duties and responsibilities of the member. A member shall have the following duties and responsibilities. First, to obey and comply with the bylaws, rules, and regulations that may be promulgated by the organization from time to time. Next, to pay annual membership fee dues, which is 50 pesos, and other assessments of the organization. So here's the thing. You can pay the annual membership fee in two schemes. The member can pay the annual membership fee in full, or the member can pay the annual membership fee in installment payables for semi-yearly. It means you can pay your membership fee in January and you can pay it on June. So twice kayo magbabayad. You will pay 25 pesos for January and you can pay 25 pesos by June. Or you can go back to letter I. or number one, which is you can pay the annual membership fee in full by January. So for the existing members, if you will renew your membership with us, you will be required to pay 50 pesos membership fee, annual membership fee. Okay. Next, actively contribute and participate in the events, projects, campaigns, training, and other activities. Next, promote the organization through social media accounts. Adhere to the principles, advocacies, goals, and objectives of the organization, and promote STG in your local community. Section 6. Members are allowed to withdraw their membership in the organization by submitting a formal communication letter addressed to the executive officers stating the reason why or stating the reason for withdrawal. So formal communication when leaving the organization. Next. So same lang naman sa suspension, expulsion, termination of membership. So halos walang pagkakaiba. Next, meetings. So annual meetings. The annual meeting for the organization of the members shall be held at the principal office of the organization. Starting next year, every January 11 of each year. The chief executive officer shall render his report to the members regarding the activities of the organization for the past 1 year. Regular meetings. The regular meeting of the Board of Trustees, Executive Board, and the committee shall be held monthly. So nasa discretion na po siya ng Board of Trustees, the Executive Board, and the committees kung kailan mag-meet every month. Next is special meetings. Special meetings of the members shall be called as need thereof arises by the Board of Trustees or the Chief Executive Officer or the President or upon petition of the one-third of the general membership. So now, ang General Assembly na to is a special meeting. Okay? Next. Notices. So lahat ng meetings shall be on a formal communication. So dapat makaka-receive kayo ng notice of meeting signed by the committee chairperson or with the Board of Trustees or the Chief Executive Officer. So usually, nare-release siya 2 weeks or 2 days before the meeting, or kapag General Assembly naman, it should be at least 1 month before the General Assembly. Next, mode of conducting members, or balik ka muna. Okay. Mode of conducting meetings. Aside from physical face-to-face meetings, this constitution shall allow online or video conferencing, just like what we're doing, using available and secured online platforms to ensure the continuous and efficient operations of the organization. This, however, shall not apply if the meeting is called for the purpose of election. So now, since we are still uh, transitioning to face-to-face, all our elections shall be held virtual muna. Okay? Next, quorum. A quorum for any meeting of the members shall consist of the majority of the members, and a majority of such quorum may decide any question at the meeting, except those matters where the corporation code requires the affirmative vote of the greater proportion. Next, order of business is yan kung ano yung pagkasunod-sunod ng meeting ng flow sa meeting. Voting proxy, each member shall be entitled to one vote and he or she may vote either in person or by proxy, which shall be in writing and be filed with the secretary of the organization before the scheduled meeting. Unless otherwise provided in the proxy, it shall only be valid for the meeting for which it is intended. No proxy shall be valid and effective for a period of longer than 5 years at any one time. Next, scheduled and length. Each meeting shall only last for a maximum of 2 hours with privileges of two dalawang 5 digital breaks. At any meeting, attendee present during the roll call may vote to extend the meeting upon agreement of a simple majority vote of the attendees. Next, advisors. So our advisor is still Sir Joseph and Sir Jace. They will still be our advisors for the next 3 years. But here's the thing. Qualification of advisors. First, have previously worked on a youth-led organization or youth-serving organization, has managerial or administrative background, and has exhibited an unwavering commitment to advancing the welfare and development of the youth sector. Next slide. Funds. So the funds of the organization shall be derived from the admission fees, which is the initial membership fee for the newcomers, the annual dues, which is the annual membership fee, fundraising activities and special assessments of the members, gifts or donations. The disbursement, withdrawal of from the funds of the organizations, whether by check or any instrument, shall be signed by the Vice President for Finance and Budget Management and countersigned by the Chief Executive Officer. If necessary, the Board of Trustees may designate other signatories. For the fiscal year of the organization shall be from January 1 to December 31 of each year. Next, impeachment. So for the officers, this will be a crucial one. Any officer may be removed from the office on any following grounds. First, culpable violation of the rules and regulations of the organization. B, dishonesty, oppression, misconduct while in position, gross negligence, and deresilation of duty. C, abuse of authority. D, 3 consecutive and 7 cumulative absences in regular and special meetings. And E, involved in scandals and civil interdiction that may destroy the image of organization. So for the inactive officers, they will be under letter D. Okay, gross negligence. Section 2, during the investigation, the officer who is under which such will be suspended until all due processes are undertaken by the Board of Trustees. So kapag naka-receive ka ng NTE or notice to explain, automatically you will be suspended. If proven unworthy of his or her position with due process and evidence, the officer involved will be impeached upon the majority approval of the Board of Trustees. Their decision shall be final and irrevocable. Next, corporate seal. So ito po yung seal natin as of now. And nakalagay sa section 2 kung saan lang siya pwedeng gamitin at kung saan hindi siya pwedeng gamitin. Next. So yan. Next. So yun. Yun po yung ating major changes sa CBL. Any questions po? You can chat po sa ating GC. May questions po ba? May violent action po ba?
24.
Wala? Sure kayo? Are you sure? Guys, chat kayo kung merong question or wala. If you don't have questions, chat none or none so far. Kapag may question, mag-chat po. Kagad. Lalo guys sa membership fee. Kasi this is changes, major changes sa ating organization. Do you want us to proceed with the voting na or okay. Let us declare first 15-minute break. Ay wait, 15 minutes ba? 10 minutes lang pala. So wag na kayong umalis. Let's be back at exactly 3:05 p.m. Thank you. If you have questions, you can directly message me. Hi guys, how are you? You can unmute yourselves naman. Wala pa kayong tanong sa CBL natin? Sure kayo? Ano guys? Okay guys, para sa votation natin, if you will be approving the CBL or not, I'll be sending a link and please vote now, okay? Thank you. Link has been sent. Pa-check na lang po. Hi guys, so I extended the votation until 5 p.m. today. So if you have friends that are members of the organization, kindly encourage them to vote kasi we need to reach at least 50% of the general membership, which is 60 votes. Okay, next slide. So we are now on the part of election of the Board of Trustees. So naipakita ko naman sa inyo sa GC kung ano yung and dito kanina kung sino-sino lang yung pwedeng maging part ng Board of Trustees. Next. So here's the thing. I opened the application for the Board of Trustees election and I received only two. Aside from me, I received Mark and I received Jules application. So it means without any objection, um, since sila yung dalawang nag-submit ng application, they are now they will be part of the Board of Trustees. Now, with this, we are still needing 5. And I want to nominate Rian Cabildo to be part of the Board of Trustees. Any nominations as well? You can unmute yourself, guys. Guys, are you still there? Salita kayo.
One bullet, one bullet, one bullet. Ako may nakalakad ka. One bullet, one bullet, one bullet.
Guys, any nominations?
Sir Jomar,
Yes po.
mag-nominate kahit wala dito. Ito lang po
Yes
sa
po.
may
You can. As long as
nominate
he or
board
she
pa.
is an officer.
Siguro sa I nominate you Kyle Suyo po.
Rafael?
Po, Kyle
Sinong Rafael?
po, Suyo. Kyle Radel Suyo po.
Okay. So one more. Sino pa po? Question lang. Iko-consider ba natin yung mga officers volunteer as officer or not? Jules, I need your help here. May chinat ako guys sa GC. Pa-thumbs up if you agree. Thank you. Guys, pa-respond ako. Salamat. Others po, pa-respond po kagad sa GC. Thank you. Jose, Carl, Ryan, yung dalawang Ryan, Ryan, Rian, and Ann. I need your response sa GC. Thank you. Sino pa guys ino-nominate natin? We only need one. You can nominate yourself.
Mayong big boys. Alright. Tama niyan, guys. Okay, mali boys.
For this one, Jose, if you are an officer of the current committees, you can nominate yourself since you're eligible. But if you're not, let's reserve it for the committee officers. So ang officers lang dito ay si Mark, ako, si Jules, si Ryan, si LJ, tsaka si Rian. Sino pang gusto nyong i-nominate? Kahit wala dito, as long as they are eligible.
Ay, maluloko
Okay. I want to nominate Mr. Isaiah Humphrey Basto to be part of the Board of Trustees. With this nomination, I need all of you guys to vote. The Board of Trustees composition will be yours truly, Mr. Mark Kershan Amabilis, Nico Leoven Pacsuyoin, Julio John Pagaw, Jofit Dayok, Rian Cabildo, Kyle Russell Suyu, and Mr. Isaiah Humphrey Basto. Please reply here sa GC natin sa Zoom if you agree on the names that I've provided to be part of the Board of Trustees. How about the others?
Ay, tama.
I'm still waiting for Ryan, Rian, Ann, and LJ's vote. How about Rian and LJ and Ryan?
Owen.
Ryan already vote. Rian and LJ na lang. Okay, so it seems that everyone agreed on the composition. So with this, I declare the following to be the Board of Trustees effective January 1, 2023 until December 31 of December 31 of 2025. So they are yours truly, Mark Christian Amabilis, Nico Lioven Pagsuyuin, Julio John Pagaw, Jofit Dayok, Rian Cabildo, Kyle Russell Suyo, and Mr. Isaiah Humphrey Basto.
Bob Day.
So yun. Next
Sige,
slide.
Taylor. Bob Day.
Okay. In behalf of Trisha K. Fibaldo, she already resigned. Before anything else, let me share my screen.
Oh.
Uh, wait lang. Pa-stop screen share muna ako. Okay. Nakikita nyo na? Okay. So I will be presenting you the general direction of the organization for quarter 1, which is January to March, and quarter 2, which is April to June of next year. First, for the quarter 1, we have the recruitment of members. Next is the orientation. And third will be the formation program. For the orientation, it will just be a general orientation, parang ORSEM ng mga estudyante. But for the formation program, all members and officers will undergo leadership and personality development programs. So it will be for free and it will be virtual. So we will invite some officers and resource speakers for the formation program. And by the end of it, magkakaroon ng skills evaluation. Example for making project proposal, mga ganyan. So, dyan yan magaganap. Next. So, syempre mag-Holy Week. So, magpo-post tayo niyan between March or April. And after the Holy Week, we will proceed with the corporate activities. So, by the second quarter of the month or second quarter of the year 2023, we will now apply for a SEC registration. So, yan po yung mangyayari after the Holy Week, right after the Holy Week. And yours truly and other members ng Board of Trustees will have a local community visitation. So, pupunta kami sa iba't ibang lugar sa Pilipinas to visit the local chapters there, if there are, or members. And also, makakonduct din kami ng leadership training for them. Okay, so that will be from April to June of next year. And in between, aside from these activities, magkakaroon din tayo ng mga activities din na depende na lang sa magiging pag-uusap ng Executive Board and ng Board of Trustees. Okay? So, please make sure na magkaroon tayo ng more members kasi this will be a changes already, a major changes sa ating organization. May question ba? May question po ba?
65 ang atin. Ano naman ano yung ta? May mag-araray.
May question po ba? Okay, are you sure?
O, dyan ako.
So, pasensya na if we don't have any formal engagement so far, but we will be having it on November 26 dito po sa Naga. I'm not confirming yet kung saan yung venue, but it will be on Naga City. So I hope
Ayaw man ng ano.
kayo,
shop
Jose,
kami. Tapos ano
Mark,
kita?
Carl, Jules,
Ay,
Ryan,
yan eh.
Rian, Ann, and LJ will be coming to Naga to attend the said activity.
Ay, men.
Also, I'll be canceling first the APYA Synod Awards. So as we will be focusing on the reorganization of the organization. Okay, so
Mana.
I'll be revising the concept paper for the November 26 because I'll be adding some leadership talks with
Ay.
a resource speaker
Uy.
aside from
Tara, diya.
Attorney Robredo. So aside from Attorney Robredo, we will be having also another speaker for the leadership part. And I just hope na mas marami pa yung pumunta dito or umattend ng November 26 na event. Okay. Jules, you will be delivering the closing speech as the vice chair of the Board of Trust or Leadership Board. Yeah. Go ahead, Jules.
Good afternoon po to everyone. I'd like to express my gratitude to the Alliance of Philippine Youth Advocates for giving me the chance to contribute to nation-building efforts and have my opinion heard. For the sake of its primary goal and vision para sa bayan, para sa kabataan, the Alliance of Philippine Youth Advocates continues to make every effort to best advocates for the Sustainable Development Goals. I'm hoping that this discussion will examine, of course, and resolve problems that will help our organization achieve greatness and camaraderie in youth nation service. Once more, please feel free to PM us, on our Facebook or in any of our social media accounts if you have questions regarding to our organization concern. Once again, maraming salamat po and mabuhay po tayong lahat.
Thank you very much, Jules. Actually, Jules is one of the active members ng leadership board and I am thankful na inaccept niya yung position to be the vice chairperson. So thank you very much, Jules. And we'll be making changes sa organizations soon and I'll be releasing series of memos starting tonight for reorganization. So I just hope
Si JC.
yung mga hindi naging part ng Board of Trustees will still be part of the officers. I just hope si Carl, si Ryan, si Ann, si LJ will still be part of the officers, or who knows, executive board, lalong-lalo na si LJ and si Ryan. We're still eligible for the position of the executive board. For the board of trustees, only two of us will be part of the executive board. So, i-add ko kayo sa GC mamaya-maya for us to talk who will be the chief executive officer and who will be the secretary general. Okay po? So, is there anything else? May questions pa ba kayo?
Maki yan.
We're on the last part actually. Makaka-open ba kayo ng mic? Ay, ng camera? Open nyo guys yung camera. Carl, stop screen share na para map.
Ano nangyari si
Oh,
Jack?
wait lang.
Ano yan, man? Ano yan, man?
Picture tayo guys. Wait lang. 1, 2, 3.
Ay.
Yun. Okay na guys. So, thank you very much for coming. And usap-usap na lang tayo guys sa GC. Invite everyone, lalong-lalo na yung mga nandito, invite everyone to vote kasi we need 60 votes in total for us to proceed with our new constitution and bylaws. Yun lamang guys. Thank you for coming and have a great night. Have a great day bala. Bye-bye guys. Ingat.
Ay. May man totoo.